Number 3, firearms and ammunition. Shortages on ammunition as well as firearms and magazines without doubt will be one of the first things to become scarce and in short supply when wide scale war erupts. Make sure you stock up on common calibers such as 5.56, 308, 223, and 9mm, since these are the rounds most commonly used by military troops around the world. Make sure that your firearms are clean, well lubricated, and are functioning properly. If you are considering purchasing one of these firearms, do not hesitate any longer. They will certainly be in short supply very soon as these international conflicts heat up. Number 3,
Black person in that motherfucker, and I go to this one all the time. This is the main shop and range that I go to. So every time I went in there, I ain't always been the only black person. But this time was different because I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna run in there on my lunch break, grab my what I want real quick, and just dip out. When I tell you, and it was like 1:30, bro, 2 o'clock at the latest. When I tell you, bro, these white folks was piling in this bitch, you would have thought this shit was some type of convention, bro. Like, I seen a group of like maybe 18, 19 at the oldest year old white boys in there. Each one of them white boys had like 2 rifle bags and shit. Getting ready to go to the range. They treating that shit like it's laser tag. Chopping it up, oh yeah, talking about school and all this other shit. Then you got all these other white dudes in there with their wives. Bro, they grabbing ammunition. They grabbing silencers, bipods. I'm like, yo, man, this shit is fucking crazy, bro. And I'm like, this shit is wild, bro. I had to grab myself some extra ammunition because I'm like, yo, y'all not about to leave me with nothing, bro. Leave me out here high and dry like that. It's like, fuck that shit, bro. I was like, damn, maybe I should buy me something else. This shit is fucking ridiculous. And I know it's election time, so, you know, these NRA type of motherfuckers start losing their top a little bit and go over the edge. But, bro, this was different because I didn't been to the store and the range around election time before.
Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashimi Habushai Bashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Bashimi Habushai, wherever it may be. This is just a lesson through the spirit. Man, brothers have been kind of going in on this topic all day between civil war and civil unrest, social unrest from this upcoming selection, which is actually on Tuesday, which is November the 5th. And the Lord is speeding the time up, man, because when you look at all these news stations and these particular clips and you have these so-called doomsday forecasters out here, and you got Redacted, you got Alex Jones, everybody is talking about some type of civil unrest coming to the United States. I remember it was a video that came out roughly a week ago on how another caravan is headed to the United States that's containing about 150,000 migrants, which is pretty much set to land in Mexico until the results of the election is solidified. And, you know, through the spirit, we believe that those migrants coming over here, whether they've been paid agitators or criminals or drug dealers or warlords, heard that 80% of the Venezuelan prisons were opened up and released, and a lot of those people are over here in the country. Now, me personally, I believe that those can possibly be part of what you call UN troops or militias, private militias that they've hired for this particular time, because right now America is getting ready to see a purging process, all right, when chaos is getting ready to erupt, okay, because of this election. But me personally, the election, that's one thing, you know, inauguration, that's another. And then they're talking about January 6th. But me personally, I believe that they have all these people in stake here because of a civil war. And on top of that, I feel like they're getting ready to pull the plug on this dollar. You know, if that is the case, then you are going to have some type of form of military here to police the streets of America, because now Biden administration, they pretty much have been deploying U.S. troops to the Middle East to be on standby from this war in Iran and Israel. So eventually they're going to have to deploy people to the Middle East to engage in this new world conflict, which we know is the Third World War III. And on top of that, you know, you're going to have a military draft, and they're going to have to send people over there to fight this war because it's going to be that urgent. Okay, all forces, all hands on deck. So outside of that, you got to have a military force here to protect, or so-called protect civility, which they're not going to protect the people. In fact, they're going to open up on the people. And they showed you that in the movie The First Purge, when Jake was not purging enough. What happened was that they invited these soldiers, mainly of Blackwater troops, which is basically like a form of, like an offshoot of Spetsnaz or the Russian federations, and those troops from overseas, Blackwater troops. And what happened was that they pretty much went door to door eliminating Jake. So all hell was getting ready to break loose. And this video that you saw of this Jake talking about, he went to a gun store and he saw nothing but Edomites buying bipods, weapons, high power weapons, 50 cal rifles, all types of shit, man. And like we've been telling you, Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, many you Negroes, you docilers of the Jake, you docile Jakes, they declaring war on you, man. Okay, these Edomites, they're ready to really open up on you, Jakes. All right, and this Jake here, he has the testimony. He's telling you. Okay, now we know that we're in a time of war, which, war, everything is pretty much in a volatile state. Also, this election, and every time you have any election every 4 years, the gun sales goes up. So, with the gun shows and the gun shops, things are going up, and things are being sold out, ammunition, all types of shit, man. And these Edomites, they locked and loaded, because not only do they want to get you, they know they're gonna have to clash with these people coming across the border, because this is Esau's final hoorah. So while you Jakes are out there playing games and twerking and going to the club and all invested in this society, talking about you a bad bitch and boss woman, this and that, hey man, Esau is gonna get ready. He's getting ready to pounce on you, Jakes, man. Okay, so-called white man is getting ready to unleash his wrath. He's getting ready to show his horns, man, on you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. While you sitting up here playing games, you ain't ready. You don't work out, you don't train, you don't do shit, man. But you just sit there, you twiddle your thumbs all day, smoke weed, get drunk, commit adultery. And the Lord has had enough of you, man, all right? So I'm going to get a couple of precepts real quick, and I'm going to let this video play, man, because civil war is definitely in the air. Everybody is uncertain about this election. They don't know which side to trust, but in their mindset, we got to vote for the lesser evils, which is Donald Trump. But I don't know how that's going to go. I feel like if Kamala gets in there, then, that could ignite some type of civil war. But we have to wait and see. Trump get in there, then, hey, there may still be some type of civil disturbance, because, last week they they were sabotaging those election ballot boxes. People were sending their results in and who they wanted to vote for. And allegedly they was vandalizing these particular ballot boxes, which me personally, I believe that those were paid or agent provocateurs. Okay, I don't think those are random people, but, agent provocateurs, just like some people coming across the border. Agent provocateurs, like over the weekend, the LA Dodgers won the World Series, and, it's looking like the purge out there in LA right now. Civil unrest, they breaking and looting in stores. It's finna be fucking crazy out here. People getting ready to just go all out, man. All right. So let's get a precept real quick. It's the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter. All right. And you got to understand that Esau is still mad because of his birthright. Okay. He's been supplanted of the birthright, which through the spirit, it already belonged to us. You go back to the book of Genesis, the 4th chapter, when Cain and Abel offered up the Most High sacrifices. Abel's sacrifice was righteous unto the Heavenly Father, but Cain's wasn't. All right. So he was not chosen. And even then, when you trace down the lineages of the line of Adam, through Arphaxad, through Lud, through Shem, the righteous line, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the birthright by default was going to go to Jacob anyway, because he comes out of that righteous line of Seth. Okay, so it says here, this is the book of Genesis 34, and I'm going to start at Genesis 27 and 34. And it says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and unto his father, bless me. Okay, and this is what Esau was doing. When you look at his New World Order, he's basically trying to force the Lord to bless him with his kingdom. Okay, the New World Order is basically a wicked counterfeit version of their version of the kingdom of heaven, AI, which is artificial intelligence. You know, everything is led by AI. You know, Esau uses his sword. You have all types of wickedness going on here. This is basically his Disney playland, all right? That's why it says that he sought it with weeping and tears. But it says here, bless me, O my father. And it says it's an exceedingly bitter cry. And this is why this man is getting ready to go all out. Okay, with them setting up the New World Orders and them destroying the earth. This is that exceedingly bitter cry. Okay, and on top of that, they're trying to get some get back from the Most High by destroying the creation. Because low key, Esau he's lashing out. He's having a temper tantrum. You know, so he's in his mind. He's like, well, if I can't get the blessing, can nobody get it? And I'm a antagonize the Most High and his people until he's forced to give me back my blessing. But see, Esau, the blessing never really belonged to you in the first place. Okay, you were created from the beginning to be the wicked. From when you was that serpent in the garden, you were already created to be the wicked. But a reason he said, thy brother came subtilely and have taken away thy blessing. And said, is not he rightly named Jacob? Because Jacob or Yaquah means to supplant. And it says, for he have supplanted me these 2 times, and he took away my birthright. But really, you sold it into him because you wasn't patient, you know. And basically, it was just like, okay, it was a give or take, and you chose the latter. And it says here, and behold, now he that taken away my blessing, and he said it, hast thou not reserved the blessing for me? Because Esau didn't take accountability, all right? You came in, you was faint. You wanted the venison or whatever you wanted, you know, the red pottage. And then, you know, shit, Jacob like, well, let me run that birthright, this trade, you know. And you did it. So that's the point. And, you know, that's just the point. You did it, being impatient. So you have to take accountability. You gave the shit up, even though it didn't belong to you. And it says here, and Isaac said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. Okay, because, you know, Judah is the head tribe. And it says, and with corn and with wine I have sustained him. And what shall I do unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So he basically threw a fucking fit. Okay? And it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay, because for one thing, we did have him in captivity. So this current rulership is more like payback. So what he did to us in slavery, how he was castrating Jake, burning Jake alive, putting Jake to death, you know, all types of just inhumane. He was just inhumane to our people, man. All right. And he's getting ready to come back in that devil spirit. So for all you Israelites, man, that think that this man is your friend and you don't suspect anything, hey, he's getting ready to unleash his wrath, and all them bullets that he got is for your ass, man. Okay, they showed you that on the first purge when those Klansmen, they was going around the city of Stun Island, and what they do, first thing they did, they went into the church and they murdered every woman and child in there. All right, they didn't give a shit. And they getting ready to do that too. They catch you, they gonna pop your top. And on top of that, you got to worry about the migrants, which, you know, Jake gonna link up with them for real, because those are the tribes coming together, the ones that's not military. But also, you got the military you got to worry about, okay? Then you got these cops, because these cops, they're going to join these privatized militias, because a lot of these cops, they not agreeing with the policies that's being put forth through the Biden administration. So a lot of them are getting ready to go AWOL and side on the side of these Edomite supremacists, man, okay? Especially in these red states like Kansas, Missouri, fucking Colorado. I think it's Colorado or red state or blue state, I can't recall. But, you know, Texas, Arizona, all those red states, man, they getting ready to go ham on you Jakes. And they going to have the full immunity to do so, because it's really the Lord's judgment against you. And it says here, it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then would I slay my brother Jacob. Okay, so, hey, he's in that spirit. Okay, he's in that spirit of putting you Jakes down, man, because you know why? Shit, he's ready to get, he's had it. Okay, he's at the end of his rope. His society is falling. His dollar is collapsing. His people are make up the most homeless population. His women is turning on him. You know, his economy is failing. His shit, he don't have president in his government. He don't have confidence in his government structure anymore. And if Trump don't win, hey, Esau gonna go all out, man, to some degree until you know. So Jake, man, y'all better get it together, bro, for real. But we know Jake ain't gonna listen. Jake is all about what I'm gonna do next year. I'm gonna get the bag. I'm a bad bitch. I'm this and that. You know, niggas trying to. I got generational wealth. Nope. You gotta go through Eve. You want that generational wealth. All right, but this is the book of Ezekiel 35, and I'm going to start at verses 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. It says, in the time their iniquity had an end, all right? And that perpetual goes into a continual hatred. All right, so this man hates you. Going all the way back into Haman and Agagite. It was his life's mission to get Israelites roped up, man, all right? And he didn't rest until he got Jake roped up. Okay, but the Lord ultimately came through and did away with him. But still, you know, the fact about it is this man had a heart out for Jake. Okay, and they got a heart out for you today. But it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, thus as I said, this says, therefore as I live, says the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee into blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and will cut it off from him that passeth out of it, and him that returneth. All right. So ultimately, the Most High is gonna raise up Jake to destroy these goddamn devils. Okay, at the end of the day, but regardless of it, they're gonna put a lot of you Jakes to death, man. All right. Just like this guy was saying in the video, which I'm getting ready to actually play here in a minute. But I wanted to get this book, Zechariah 9, and I'm gonna start at verses 12. It says, turn you to the strongholds, ye prisoners of hope. And it reads, even today do I declare that I will render the double unto thee, when I have bent Judah for me to fill the bow of Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. So right here depicts a clashing between the tribes and the Edomites, man. All right, and there will be civil war on the streets of America. Okay, like I said, all those caravans, all those migrants that came across the border over a decade ago up until last year, this year, hey, they are all put in place for when this place fall, okay? It's a reason why they let them over here. Okay, they didn't do it just because it was cute, you know, and to frustrate the purpose, but they did it because ultimately the elites have a bigger plan in mind. All right? So anyway, let me play this video, and I got a couple more videos and one more precept, and we'll end it.
And it was never like this, bro. Not no 1 o'clock on a weekday. I know it's Friday and shit, but 1 o'clock on a weekday, people bringing their whole fucking families. And I looked on their website too. It wasn't no type of special event or nothing, bro. These folks was not fucking around, bro. Every white person that walked in that bitch, they was headed straight to the range and had like 2-3 rifle bags with their ass, bro. They was not fucking around. I'm like, man, my people gotta hurry up and get in here and load up, because I don't know what the fuck they doing, but
ain't no gun gonna save you, man. But see, that's the carnal blessing that Jake is gonna result to. That ain't your blessing, and this is another thing, too, I wanted to mention. See, Esau is tapping into his blessing, okay? He's fully embraced his blessing, but you niggas, you cast your blessing away. Okay, you got Yahweh Bashim and Hawashai. You actually have the Most High that created the heaven and the earth and the universe. You actually have the highest power on your side, but yet you ain't tapping into that, man. Okay, you don't care about the scriptures. You don't care about the prophecies. Only thing you care about is mirth and turn up, and what somebody's going to do for you and how you can get over on the next person. Okay, you don't care about nothing else. But this man has totally took, Esau, when he asked his father Isaac for the blessing, he locked in. Okay, that's why you got 4-5-year-old little Edomite girls shooting shit from 400 yards away on precision. Little 10-year-old boys hit 50 cal sniper rifles, hitting that shit dead center, while you niggas are shooting and running with your pants down, man, and wonder why you ain't in no predicament to do anything. And you know what? Hey, so be it. You know, get you niggas out the way, because you ain't worth a damn anyway. All right?
they damn sure ain't playing.
A police department in Georgia under fire after a viral post left many outraged. The video shows white people using an image of a black man for target practice. The police department for the town in Villarica posted the pictures from its training course on social media over the weekend, and the backlash was swift. The post got more than 500 comments and had more than 400 shares, most of the people finding the images offensive.
You put this image up, and we're being shot at.
It was immediately clear to me that the selection of these images used in this training was offensive.
Perception of it looks like we have people just shooting at black guys, and that's not at all what it was.
The chief of the police department says he is now ordering the offensive images taken down. The city has hired an
where the police chief has issued an apology after photos show an image of a black man used as target practice during a training seminar.
MP5. Knights SR15. Knights Armament SR16. Knights M110K1. M1 Carbine. M16A1. Alchemy 2011. World War III winning 1911. Colt SCW. BNT SPC 9. BNT APC 9. SIG 553. HK P7 M13. COD G36C. Black Ops AUG. Stripper pistol. HK 416A5. Colt Single Action Army. BNT APR 308. M1 Grand. Car 98. Browning A5.
See, it's a sport to this man, bro. He's fully tapped into his blessing, man. And he's enjoying what he do. And I guarantee you, he own every last one of them guns. But let you, Jake, try to own something like that, the feds will be at your door, man. But you see the shit he's shooting? This dude... You know, and he's probably some military vet or something like that. But yeah, bro, these are going to be the men that's going to be riding around in the streets with these fucking Klans masks on, with their little fatigues on, with the pickup trucks, with the spotlights on, and they going to go right through your hood, and they going to storm that bitch, man. Jake thinks shit is sweet. And his nigga woman, hey, peep this. They out to get you, Jakes, man. All right, they want you, Northern King. They want our people, and this is really the anger of the Lord getting ready to come against our people because Jake didn't.
Okay, Georgians, come in real close, real close. I know some people who know some people who know some people that work in one of the area's police departments. And this alert is being shared amongst police officers across the local area, okay? Last night, a deputy told family that local white supremacist KKK members originating out of Lexington, North Carolina, are planning to attack from now until Inauguration Day. They are plotting against black people, especially black women, because in their eyes, we are easy targets. Please be vigilant. Try not to do anything alone, especially after dark. This is not a hoax or a rumor. The deputy showed paperwork that the police department has. In their words, they're taking their country back. It's really scary, and please take what I am telling you seriously.
So I just got word that white supremacists in Georgia and South Carolina are making a decision. And allegedly this is coming from the police in Georgia. They're warning the public that white supremacists are promising to go around and harm as many black women as they can between now and Inauguration Day. These allegations are also alleging that these officers are warning the public that they chose black women because they claim that black women are the easiest targets. So we need all black women across the country because you know these people stay in contact, stay in touch with each other, and they are the problem with this country. We got black women that stay with that pew-pew, don't go out at night, especially at night. And when you travel, do not travel alone, travel with somebody, and be very vigilant. Be very vigilant. These people are claiming and alleging that they want to take their country back, and they will do anything that they feel is necessary to get it back. And they are claiming it is going to be against black women between now and Inauguration Day. And if you look at statistics, thousands of black women have been coming up missing.
And that's absolutely right. So all that twerking, Keisha, all that keep twerking. Keep hopping out at red lights, twerking on headlights. Keep doing what you do. They're gonna put a cap right between your between your split back there, man. It's getting ready to go down. Genesis 4, and I'm gonna start at verses 6, and it says, "And the Lord said unto Cain, Why is thou wroth, and why is thy counts fallen? It says, If thou dost well, should thou not be accepted? And if thou dost not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him." All right, this is why this man is operating in the spirit of wicked. This is the kingdom of the wicked. This is why he does everything perverse. And it says here, "And Cain talked with his brother Abel, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him, put him to death." That's that same spirit of Esau got, man. "And Yahweh said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he lied. And it says, And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cried unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened our mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand." So he put his own brother to death, man, out of hatred and envy. And he's getting ready to come down with that same spirit. And he's getting ready to lose it, man. All right. So you Keishas that think that these Edomites and so forth that you going out with, and you're courting, and you being a pick-me for, and you think that you're one up in your Israelite man because you're with the enemy. Hey, he's getting ready to have his way with you, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go to Jeremiah 4. And I'm going to start at verses 30. And it says, "And when thou art spoiled, what would thou do? It says, Though thou closest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou riddest thy face with paintings, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair, and thy lovers will despise thee, and they will seek thy life." Okay, and this is really talking about the entire nation of Israel. But at times we use it to equate it to Keisha. But this is really talking about all the Israelites, man. Those that have forsaken Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to partake in the heathen's blessings. And it says, "For I've heard the voice as of a woman in travail, and have anguish as of her that bringeth forth our first child, and the voice of the daughter of Zion, that bewelleth herself, that spreadeth her hand, saying, Woe is me now, for my soul is weary because of murderers." So, yay, when Esau finally releases his wrath, because that's really the left hand of the Most High, it's going to be bad out here. I mean, it's going to be chaotic, man. It's to the point it's just going to be like, what the hell is going on? But those of us that's in to know, and we're hopefully of that number, we're going to be taken care of. We're going to be straight. We ain't going to have to worry about the shit out here. But you, rest of you Jakes, you're going to be through. Okay? 2nd Ezra 16:70, "For that should be in every place. And in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh, which are the Israelites. They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." So there you go, man. So I'm going to end it here, giving out praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. Lord's will, you will edify. To the next lesson. Shalom.